This is a walkthrough for the Battle of Castle Kvatch. So the battle for Castle Kvatch. This ends after breaking the siege. We're over in Kvatch, part of this quest line, part of finding the heir. It's an optional quest because at this point you could talk to the heir and then get out of here. But instead we're going to do the quest. So we're going to say yes, let's go. I'm going to do this on novice. If you're going to do this on master difficulty, that's when things are going to get really, really, really difficult for you. You might want conjuring spells or something. I mean, it's just tough because there's not a lot of running around you can do. The best thing you could do is try to wait till he's fighting something and then hit them in the back. But he gets knocked out pretty easily, so it's kind of rough. But so you gotta find your own strategies on the harder difficulties. But this whole quest is a lot of battling things. You're basically just gonna follow him around and just kill everything in sight. And it's gonna be extra hard if all of his teammates basically got killed. So in my case, in the battle in front of the church, everybody died except for him because he can't die. And so it's literally just me and him. So this is kind of the worst case scenario. But I wonder if the amount of enemies is based on how many allies you have, because I've never done it with just him, and there were literally like 1/4 as many enemies or something. So it might be better if all of his allies die before you go in here. Who knows? Anyway, what we're going to say is Castle Gate. Then after that, you're good to go. You got to head back the way that you came. And let me make sure the quest is active. Yeah, you want to make sure it's the active quest. That way the quest markers will actually make sense. And then you're going to head into here. You're going to look for this guy, Barrich Inian, guardhouse key. And then he'll want to lead the way. Oh, and then also before you leave, all these guys show up. Let's see, which one? One of these guys. This guy. Follow me. I think he's the only one that you have to tell follow to. Yeah. You tell follow to the one guy, and then you get 3 guards. That's going to help a lot for this. So right here, first door to the right. And then you're going to get into here. You got to do some fighting. I think the enemies are randomized. So you won't... I have 3 frost atronachs, which is kind of insane. So it's possible to get very unlucky with the rolls. If you are struggling with this area, it helps if you saved right before you enter for the first time. And that way, every time you come in, there's different enemies. And then sooner or later, you'll get a group of enemies that aren't as hard. So if you're struggling, you could try that, see if that helps. And then what we're going to do is we're going to get up to here. And now we've got to fight a ton of stuff again. And it's just going to be a lot of fun. This whole quest, man, this whole quest is just so much fighting. The Daedroths are probably the tankiest thing you'd have to fight. Okay, so now... we gotta wait for... Okay, never mind. I was waiting for the guy to get moving. There we go. We gotta keep following the guy in the white armor. He'll lead us over this way to the north. And then over here to the west. And then he'll take us into this little space. And we're done. Now you talk to him again. And he will... He'll open up this trap door to the Kvatch passageway, which the guards should follow you, but he won't. So that updates the battle for Castle Kvatch. Now what you're going to do is head down here and straight across and then up these stairs. And then in here to the left, there is a ladder. And then after this ladder, you're going to be in this little tight space here. You're going to hit this gate lever, and once you do, there's going to be a lot of fighting. So, it depends on which way you want to fight it, but these guys are all going to kind of ignore you and run straight for everybody. I don't know, whenever I've done this, everybody dies except for the guy who can't die, like, every time. Except, I think I've had the Imperial Guard survive. And sometimes it does help to get in behind them like this, because a lot of them don't want to turn around. And so it makes it a lot easier to fight them, because you can just kind of swing on them for a while before they turn around. Expect very low frame rates, by the way, at this point. If you have any big AoE damage spells that you've gotten by this point, even though this is one of the first quests in the game, but if you did other side stuff before this and ran around collecting weapons and spells and things, if you have any kind of big AoE spell, this would be the place to use a giant AoE spell. I'm kind of trapped in here now. I can't even see what I'm doing. Even on Novice, you can just die here if you're not careful. Like, it's just so much damage. Being paralyzed. I mean, look, I'm on Novice, and I might actually get killed. I might have to actually drink some potions here in a sec. Oh, paralyzed again. I better drink some potions when I get back up. Yeah, you gotta be real careful how you approach it. You probably don't want to go in guns. Range is gonna be your friend because you can just back off and just lob ranged attacks into the gap. Let's see, potions of healing. There we go. Let me just get out of there. There's just too much going on in there. You want to watch out for the little spiderlings. I think those are the ones that paralyze. So you just want to keep moving if you can. Honestly, I don't know how you would beat this on master difficulty with pure melee. Like, I just feel like it might be impossible. Like, what the heck do you even do? Like, there's literally just so many enemies. Like, maybe there's some secret way you can do this. I think, actually, I wonder if you could just skip this quest step. Yeah, actually, you might be able to skip the quest step. Because I know in the building that you go to after this... Oh, I don't actually have any potions left to heal. Oh my gosh, what an awkward situation. I can't use alchemy either. Alright, well... Just gonna spam this for a second. Yeah, even on novice, man, you can just die. But yeah, I think you can skip it if you want, because you just go into the castle. And then there's at the very end, there's like a body you need to loot. And then you do that. And you do that, and then I think it just progresses the quest. Alright, this is real awkward. Do I have any food that'll heal me? This is not good. Okay, well, don't do like I did. Don't just sit there and just face tank it. That's really dumb. Okay, I do have a little bit of healing, but now this is just turning into me just running around like a doofus forever. We're going to see about just skipping this instead. So what you could do is you can go into this, forget everything. This will also fix the bug, because you're going to glitch where you kill them all, and the guy will just be standing there. And I think that instead what you could do... is you could just run through all of this, skip everything. And then once you get through here, there's a room you need to go to. I'm trying to remember where it was. I think it's in here. And then to the... oh boy, maybe... okay, I think this guy's guarding the door. Oh, that's really awkward because he's too big. I literally can't get past him. I have to wait. Oh, my game crashed. Okay, so like I was doing before it crashed, you go through here to the something quarters. And then, in this room, you need this guy to get out of the way, because, again, we have one of the big fatties blocking the door. There we go. And then right here's a body. You're going to go to this body. You found a body of Count Goldwine. Deliver a signet ring. Be sure to grab his signet ring. And I think that's the only thing that you need from him. Then, you need to find a way to get out of here if you're doing it this way, and you're trying not to kill anything. This is where, again, invisibility helps a lot. Any of that type of stuff. Oh, boy. This is... not looking good. Alright, I was able to slip past them after dying the first time. And then get through here. I mean, literally, those guys are the only problem you're trying to run through because they just are so fat that they block everything. But yeah, even on novice, if this area, this whole quest is actually very, very difficult to do. Depending on which way you approach it, what abilities you have and stuff. But yeah, now once you've done that, so if you had the bug where the guy wouldn't enter the building, he just stands in front of it, that should resolve that as well. So you can do that as well. Then you come out here and talk to him. You say, I'm sorry you didn't make it.
This is indeed a dark day. Did you find the council?
Yes, here's the ring.
This is set here.
What the heck? He gave me his armor. Alright. And then after that, we're good. So let's take a look at the quest. And that ends the quest. So hopefully it helped you out, guys. There's lots of bugs, lots of glitches, and it's generally actually a really, really, really hard quest to do, especially on the harder, if you're playing harder difficulties. But that is the general sense of how to do the battle for Kvatch in the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion Remastered.